Hey everybody, this is Ghana from Rima. I will walk you through how to run a complex multi-source revenue reconciliation on our platform. Um, in this case, what I'll do is take dozens of documents, unstructured data. I will have a template that I typically would use if I were to do this manually. Also have some bank statement type data as well, and I will feed this into the agent along with instructions on how I would typically do this if I were human. So the agent can take those instructions, convert them into executable code, and then go ahead and run it and provide me with an output in a format of my choosing. Then I can take it, review it, and complete my the final steps of my reconciliation. So, showing you how humans collaborate with AI on the Rima platform. So first, I will show you some sample documents so you get a feel for what it looks like. This is what a bank statement looks like. Probably very familiar with. This is the POS report from POS system. So whether you're using Toast, Square, Clover, Focus, tons of POS systems out there, that's going to be part of the reconciliation. And I also created a template, and this really could be any template, regardless of style or type, as long as the agent is able to read it, he can understand what's going on, and you give it instructions on what to do. So pretty blank template that the agent is going to receive and use as part of the inputs to run my reconciliation. Next, I will show you sort of the instructions that I'm giving the agent. I already pre-filled these out. So I tell the agent how to parse my data. I tell the agent what to extract. That's very important. Tell it what I care about in terms of validation. Tell the agent about how to run the reconciliation. And then I tell the agent how I want my output. So that's the blueprint for my reconciliation. So now I will upload all my files. In this case, I've got about 30 or so files that I want to upload. All right, so there you see there's 31 of those POS statements. So what you saw earlier, and then there's a bank statement, there's a reconciliation template. So I feed all of that into the agent, and then I'm going to tell it to run reconciliation for October, since all that data is for October. All right, so I go ahead and hit send. It's time. Yeah, that issue was not a big deal for this. I'm gonna hit send. Agent should go ahead and do its work, and essentially take all my human knowledge that I put in the blueprint. You should be able to convert that into executable code. The agent has a bunch of tools available to it, so you can figure out which tools would be best used for the specific task, and then it executes those tools, provides me with an output based on my blueprint, which I told you what I want as my output. So that's like, essentially 99% of the job done, and then I can pick it up from there. So let's give the agent a couple of minutes and see how long this takes. So by the way, this process typically it'd take about an hour if I were to do it manually, because there's a lot of files, a lot of stuff I have to pull from, a lot of formulae I have to put in. So let's see how long it takes the agent. And this is the time where you go and take a coffee, and then you come back, and then all the work is done in like a couple of minutes. So okay, see, it's almost there. All right, so it took 116 seconds. 116. All right, so it's giving me a good summary. It tells me I can download the document here. Let's see if I can download that, save it. And then I can open it up. Okay. Okay, just as I expected, the agent went in, took all my instructions, is able to figure out what data to get from all those 30 or so documents that I gave it, and then it's able to understand my template that I provided it with. It fills it all out, and now I can come in and just take a quick glance and see if everything looks good. If there are areas where I'm curious to see what the agent did, I can go in and see what formula did the agent put in, et cetera, et cetera. And if it all looks good, I can go ahead and proceed to update my ERP system, go ahead and file taxes, etc. So that's a quick demonstration of how you can run a complex multi-source revenue reconciliation with Rima agents, really taking all the human knowledge, converting that into instructions that an agent can now go ahead and convert into executable code and run it and give you an output in a format of your choosing. So thanks for watching, guys.